Good morning. On my way to Chicago right now. Red Lobster. I think the last time I ate here was in Times Square, New York, when I just moved to New York City. And I remember that was the day the fish tank blew up inside the restaurant and the whole restaurant got flooded. And they were telling all of us to get out, and I just got my food. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get out, but let me just, and I just shoved everything. I think it was like a 30-second Red Lobster meal. Finished the whole thing. Anyway, the reason I'm here, there's a brand new Wagyu bacon cheeseburger at Red Lobster. So I want to try it out and tell you guys how it is. One thing I do remember about Red Lobster, cheesy biscuits. Yeah, this stuff is dangerous. Yeah, this stuff is so good. It's so good. I think these are unlimited, right? All right, got the burger, got the lobster pizza, also some stuffed mushrooms. And before the food comes out, huge thank you and shout out to Surfshark VPN for sponsoring this video and continuing to support this channel. Right now, of course, things are opening up more and more. People are traveling, so a lot more people are going to airports, hotels. You're connected to all sorts of different hotspots, which is great, but it's also super insecure. And this is a good opportunity for people to have access to your personal information. So what a VPN is a virtual private network. And what Surfshark VPN does is that it encrypts your personal information before it goes over the internet. So people you don't want having access to your personal information, they won't have access to it. Also, Surfshark has something called Surfshark Alerts. So whenever someone's trying to access something like your email, you're gonna get notified right away. Also, on the entertainment side, if you want to access Netflix video catalogs in other countries, you can actually utilize Surfshark VPN to switch your location to another country and kind of trick Netflix into thinking you're there. So they show you the movies and TV shows from another country. Only bad thing about that, trying to watch Japanese anime on Japan Netflix, no English subtitles. Or if you're traveling abroad, you want to have access to US streaming services like Hulu, Crunchyroll, you can use Surfshark VPN for that as well. This is a service I've been using for, I think, over 2 years, and I use it all the time. So if this is something that interests you, go to my link down below. Use my promo code MikeyChan. You're gonna get 83% off your order, and you're gonna get 3 extra months for free. All right. Can't wait for the burger, but gotta get more biscuits. Food is here. First up, stuffed mushroom. Not bad. Stuffed mushroom is good. Give us extra cheddar biscuits, 4 this time, not 3. So warm and nice. Second up, look at this. Lobster pizza. Thin crust, tomatoes, chunks of lobster. This is more like a lobster tortilla. I like it. So this is Langostino lobster. So this is more like the giant prawn lobster type. Really sweet meat. Tomatoes is nice. I don't know if this is fresh or not, but it's good. And this is it. The Wagyu beef burger. I'm sure this is probably not an A5 Wagyu beef burger, but giant patty, crispy pieces of bacon. Looks like a good burger. First of all, this is cooked very well. Bacon is crunchy. There is a ton of juice glistening in this burger patty. All right, flavor is good, but it's dry. No, here's the good part, 100% taste of flame. They definitely just cooked this burger. You taste the smoke, you taste the fire, you taste the char. Again, the flavor is good, it's just dry. I'm sure this is American Wagyu, because obviously $12.49 for a burger. It's not gonna be A5 Wagyu. I think it's still worth a try for 12 bucks. Maybe get it medium, it'll be juicier, but mine, just okay. I think I like the bacon on this more than I like the burger patty. That is true. So wow, I was super excited to try the Red Lobster Wagyu beef burger. This really did make a splash. Luckily, there's dinner number 2, and that's why I'm dressed up. You'll see where I'm going. I'm really excited about this. Okay, 1723, I think this is it right here. This place, with really no obvious signage on the outside, is one of the most exclusive restaurants in all of Chicago. Alinea. Let's go eat. First thing I noticed coming in here, hand sanitizer for the table. So this place has 3 tiers. So we are in the salon, the least expensive one. One up is gallery, and then the top tier is called kitchen table. As soon as you get here, they're like, we're just gonna start surprising you. So I don't know what's in store for me, but that's part of the appeal. Course number 1, black oyster caviar over a French crepe. So wonderful. I wish I was one of these fancy New York Times food critics where I could be like, ew, touch of oyster with this brininess just completes the crepe and all its subtlety. Yeah, exactly what I just said. Caviar is delicious. I'm not sure what the floaty things on top is. It tastes kind of like bonito flakes. Kind of a chewy texture, a little bit of citrus, and the flavor just is too crazy. It's just like an atom bomb of taste. I think that's the only thing I can say about it. Wow. I mean, I know this is a fancy place. Do you think they would look down on me if I licked this? Probably. This is crazy. This is Arctic char that is marinated for 48 hours in syrup. And it is slightly charred on top. This thing almost looks like a piece of dessert. It kind of is. Smells like it. What did this thing just do to my mouth? Wahaha. So when you bite through the top crunch, whole thing just melts immediately. You taste that fat and that smoked meat of the char. The top layer is like a layer of caramelized shell, but bottom, that's just like cotton candy. Fish egg pudding, everybody. Wow. I can't tell if I'm like eating caviar or pudding or dessert or just straight up like inhaling smoke in my mouth. It tastes like the most exquisite smoky dessert, but it's made from fish eggs. Wow. That smoke is like permeating through my brain right now. And the eggs are just popping like little delicate oval sacks of mystic treasure. First time I think I ever used those words to describe food. Shrimp tail is just so delicate and sweet. And it's so much better because you're eating it out of this thing. Seriously, who thinks about serving it on this? What is this? Oh, wow. Out of this world. This whole thing looks like a sculpture, by the way. And you drag it across through the sauce. Oh my gosh, I have no idea how to describe this. It doesn't even taste like a prawn. It tastes like it's barely cooked. So you get all that nice sweetness and freshness. None of that is disturbed. Dipping sauce is so creamy and so much everything. A little spicy, a little smoke. If I had to compare though, love this. That lava rock looking thing just went on fire. And look at this. So we got the 4 coconuts there. I don't know what's inside. Got this dish. No idea what it is. That's squid and maybe noodles? Like a leaf and a flower and a crab or a lobster? Lime caviar? Yeah, I didn't know limes could have eggs, but they do. So this vegetable that we're hanging up when we're shitting down, I had no idea. I thought it was just like a giant mangosteen that we're hanging up there for decoration, but it turned into this. Wow, this is delicious. Squid with coconut noodles. The sauce is crazy good. Reminds me of the lightest, creamiest of curries. I mean, this is Thai inspired and done perfectly. I'm like desperately using my fork to scoop the rest of the sauce up. This is a cauliflower stem with cheese curds on the bottom. And the black sauce is supposed to be some sort of masala. There's a lot of sesame. That might have been the best bite of cauliflower I ever had. My stem was pickled so nicely. Sorry, you guys okay? I know that was kind of a long fall for you. I am very disappointed though in one thing. This is the biggest plate I can find. Like, come on guys, you can do better. That is tender. Wow. Wow, delicious. Under the flowers, a little lamb sausage. To the left, it's a little palate cleanser, which I'm going to utilize right now because every bite of the lamb, as delicious as it is very rich. Palate cleaned. Oh, so rich. I bet this lamb can afford to eat here every night. So this thing kind of looks like a walnut, but it's cocoa butter? I think it's cocoa butter with like walnut custard inside. The warning is you gotta shoot this whole thing in your mouth because it's gonna come out bursting with juice. Whoa, that was like a drink. He described this as horchata on steroids. Pretty much what it is. It's like a melted horchata ice cream. Basically a modern art on a table. It's like liquid nitrogen ice cream. It's fun, it's delicious. I was hoping for a helium balloon. That's like in every single video. See people come here eating an edible helium balloon, but this is pretty good. Wow, that was an experience. I mean, like I said, I don't eat at Michelin star places all the time. That was crazy. From the first bite to the last crazy dessert artwork. Anytime you're celebrating a special occasion, you want to come here, I would highly recommend it. All right, gotta go to the hotel and go to bed.
Do you know I'm looking and I can't help but smile? Do you know how much I love you? You put my favorite song on, I put my feet up, and we just sing along, and I can't help but feel it.
Good morning, leaving Chicago today, trying to squeeze a couple more meals in before going back to the St. Louis. Found this place, Pop Roti. It's a chain that's actually all over the world, but I've never been here before. And then I saw a picture of something I just had to have. Look how perfect that bun looks. Look how beautiful. This reminds me of the perfect burger bun from Japan. Oh my gosh, this is so pillowy. So pillowy and airy, breaking apart like nothing. A little butter inside, I think. It reminds me of a bolo ball because this definitely is a crust of sugar up here. Oh, it smells so good. Oh, this is delicious. You know why this is delicious? Besides that caramel coffee crunch on the outside and that great pillowy airiness inside, there's a ton of butter in here. So this thing is crunchy, it's fluffy, it's buttery, it's sweet. Again, so buttery. Wow, this is delicious. I want to buy like 30 of these and take them back to St. Louis. Just have these every single day for breakfast. Wow. It's so good. So good. Got some of their signature chai tea. Oh, this is good as well. Wow. This thing just feels like eating a bun and a cookie at the same time. These little edge layers are so crunchy and nice. I can't believe I never had this before. This is so good. So luckily, I got two. I got a Nutella banana. Your fork just breaks through this crunchy dome. Look at that fluff. And this whole thing is so just ridiculously soft. You could put anything in this and make it good. Nutella, of course, is just a perfect addition. I'm not joking about buying another like dozen or so and taking it back with me. I'm gonna do that right after I get this. It is that good. It is really that good. I'll miss this. I feel like this is something I'm gonna need to have every time I come back to Chicago. I don't think we have one of these in New York. Oh, ridiculous. You guys think I'm kidding. This is really that good.
This moment, can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment.
Here in Chinatown, and yesterday had a Wisconsin fish boil. So fish has been on my mind. So I figured I'd come to try this new Chinese fish boil place that just opened here. And if you guys never tried a Chinese fish boil before, there's a lot of places that have this now, where basically they just take a whole fish, they braise it in chilies and spices. All right, this place is kind of unique. You can actually get two flavors in the fish. You see this right here? I actually get two different flavors. So that's what I did. Got two dishes. Got the dry hot pot with fatty beef cooked in garlic sauce. I honestly have my doubts a little bit. I see the cauliflower, a lot of vegetables, not all that much meat in here, but this garlicky flavor is exceptional. This is probably one of the most garlicky version of this dish I've ever had. Not very spicy, but super garlicky. Potatoes are nice and tender. I wish there was more beef. Like, I can barely find maybe 10 slices of fatty beef in here. So the amount of meat they give you relative to the price is not that much. The flavor is really, really good. Like, really good flavor. I'm so excited for my fish now. Usually grilled fish comes with just one flavor. This one side is garlic and the other side is Sichuan chilies and peppercorns. So one side is gonna be extremely garlicky and fragrant. The other side is just gonna have a ton of heat, ton of numminess from the Sichuan peppercorn. And as much as I love chilies, I'm really excited about this garlic part. Look at this. Whole entire fish grilled, soaked. And this is something that's been really popular over the last several years where there's restaurants in Chinatown that just grills the entire fish. Usually they use live fish. This place I asked them, they don't use live fish. This is frozen fish. So it's not gonna taste as tender as places with live fish, but this is one of the only restaurants in Chicago that does the whole live fish grilling. So let's see how it is. All right, first the garlic part. Oh, that's pretty good. Flavoring is 100% on point. The garlic part, it's spicy, aromatic, nothing overwhelming. Delicious. Sichuan part. Very tongue-tingly and extremely spicy. And if you don't get enough of heat, you can always bite into one of these. That'll wake you up. Obviously, frozen fish is not gonna be as tender as a fish that was just in the tank, but this is really, really tender fish. I think the flavor is phenomenal. I really do. You can dig deep and there's vegetables in here. So there is stuff, a little bit of stuff at least, underneath the fish. I don't know if this place you can actually request additional vegetables. I know most places allow you to do that, but both parts, tons of garlic, tons of flavor. The veggies themselves, like, there's so much flavor in them. This is something pretty perfect on a cold, rainy day. I mean, it's not a cheap fish. I think this whole plate was $45. But if you want to experience a Chinese fish boil in Chicago, where the flavors are really on point, this is a good place. I mean, I 100% appreciate the experience of a Wisconsin fish boil. But this is always gonna be home for me. The spicy, numbing one. Get that for sure. I mean, love the garlic part, but the spicy part. That part is addicting. You just can't stop going back for more and more bites of that numbing, spicy fish. Very good. Very good. Oh, this is a rainy day in Chicago. I think there's some crazy front going through the Midwest. It's raining here, it's raining in St. Louis. My last day here, and Christine's dad recommended this place. This is his favorite Korean barbecue place, and they're nice enough to open early for us. They're usually open at about 4:30. Hi, nice to meet you. Oh, this is cool. So you can sit in a traditional seating if you want, but this is good enough for me. Oh, it smells good. It smells good. Okay, first of all, I didn't know about this, but most Korean barbecue restaurants in Chicago, they don't cook with charcoal, so you don't see a lot of real charcoal being used for barbecues anymore. Usually a gas stove. And apparently there's only like 3 places that are still cooking with charcoal. This is one of the places because they get grandfathered in so they can still use charcoal. And trust me guys, if you're gonna eat Korean barbecue, you want some charcoal. Of course, best cut of meat, the kalbi. This thing, don't need much, just a little sesame oil and salt. Oh, good. I mean, just look at the marbling. You can tell right away. This thing is gonna have some juice. Also, again, what I was talking about, the nice smoky flavor from the charcoal, and this is wood charcoal as well. You taste all that smoke. That makes such a difference. Gas grills, I mean, that's fine, but dish, such a different charcoal makes. When you take your first bite, so much juice is coming out of the meat. Every single time I put my teeth together. Thank you, thank you. Oh, look at this. Wow. Giant seafood pancake makes the Korean barbecue experience complete. Look at this. Jalapenos, seafood, mussels. Dip this in some pancake sauce. I like to chase mine with just some raw garlic. If you want to be a little healthy, take some lettuce. fermented bean sauce, a little variety of banchan, some kimchi, raw garlic, jalapenos, some onions, that a wrap. And the finishing touch, as hard as it is, save a few pieces of pork belly because it's gonna make your fried rice even more better, make it better. The sauce they uses is pretty amazing. So you got a nice pork fat that this rice is cooked in. Sauce is amazing, some crunchy element from the kimchi, and then the little pieces of pork belly mixed in as well. Oh, so nice. Really can't find any Korean barbecue place in St. Louis. So any chance I get, whatever city I'm leaving from, I want to get some Korean barbecue before I go back. Always fun coming to Chicago. Always places that I didn't know existed that I could come and try. I didn't think I was gonna ever come to Chicago this often, but now that I'm in St. Louis more, like this is like my hub, where like I just look forward to coming here every single time. All right, I'm gonna eat up and maybe grab a bubble tea and then head back. Such a gloomy, wet day. Let's go somewhere. Oh, I don't even think we can get a spot. Oh, this is the hottest Chinese restaurant in St. Louis. All right, option number 2 here in the Lou. Tai Ke Shabu Shabu. Never been here before. I'm still making my way around the food scene in St. Louis. First time trying hot pot here. It's not an all-you-can-eat buffet though. It is super rainy and chilly outside, so this is actually a good choice. Ginger duck wok. So this is like dry pots, and these are the hot pots. All right, and they have a regular menu. Hey, what's your best dishes?
In here?
Yeah. All right, got a bunch of dishes. This should be good. Food is now arriving. So right in front of me is a boiling pot of intestines. They said it's awesome. It looks awesome. And this is spicy beef. I think it was just some scallions. There's tons of spices on this thing. Oh, so good. If you're into innards, I know a lot of people are not. Intestines here are so good. I think this place is a Taiwanese place. All the dishes are really, really on point, especially this chili covered beef. This will make your mouth happy and burn you up on the inside. 3-cup chicken just arrived. Chicken with basil. This is a Taiwanese specialty. Oh, looks like there's a whole chicken in here. Oh, it's good. So basil-y. Is that a word? Basil-y? So they just came out to me and said, if I don't get the buns, then I missed out on a trip here. So I said, bring me the buns. So that's what, these are the buns. That wasn't clear. All right, look at this. Fluffy buns, cilantro. Only the fatty parts of the pork belly is here. And some crushed peanut powder. Ridiculously good. They did something really smart. They use mainly fat in this pork bun, so the meat just melts in your mouth like no other. Also with some pickled veggies, perfect contrast. Make no mistake though, this thing is all about the fat. That's a good recommendation. That kind of reminds me of the personal pan pizza size of hot pots. Hot pot a little different than what I'm used to, but still good. Nice fat on the beef. a little thick. I think the hot pot is definitely not as good as the cooked dishes. Overall, if you want some Taiwanese food, that was a really solid place. And I think there's a bubble tea place next door. Missed it by 2 minutes. All right, I gotta show you guys this K-Zone place next time. I've had takeout from there, so I can attest it's delicious. But apparently, can't get in on Thursday night. Good for them though. As always, all places I went to, listed down below for you guys. Thank you all so much for watching. Until we eat again. See you later.